Hey guys, it's restocker coming at you with another Dota 2 video, and in this one I'll be showing you how to jungle with Batrider so that you can get an 8-minute and 20-second blink dagger. Along with the blink dagger, you'll be getting boots, a bottle, and a courier for yourself, so it's quite a hefty amount of gold in a very short amount of time. And this is for version 6.81b, where sticky napalm does half damage to all creeps, or technically anything that's not a hero unit. So a lot of people think that his jungling's been nerfed quite a bit, but it's not hit all too hard. So I'll be showing you that in this video. So right off the bat, we're just kind of firefly and burn these trees down. I'm going to speed up the video a little bit. And the reason we do that is it makes stacking the high level camp a little bit easier. After that, I like to go back to base just to regen my mana. You can be a little bit more useful by kind of perching yourself up here, giving your team vision, or just being there, and you'll get your mana back just through the passive regen. So speed it up a little bit. The best camp to get right off the bat in the medium camp is probably the Satyr camp, as it lets you hit level 2 right off the bat. But here we're going to get a Centaur camp, and I'm kind of glad that I got the Centaur camp because it shows you that you can actually get your Blink Dagger even faster than 8 minutes and 20 seconds. So the Centaur camps don't actually put you over to level 2 right off the bat. The only camps that do that are the Satyrs and the Wolves. And the Wolves are a little bit tankier than Satyr, so that's why they're the second best camp. If you get Ogres, if you get Ogres or the Golems, they're a little bit worse. The Golems obviously being very bad. What you're going to want to do is just kind of stack the small camp and try to Firefly that down. And it's going to slow you down a little bit. You might end up getting your Blink Dagger around 9 minutes if you opt to do that. So I stack the camp just to make sure that I'm able to get another medium camp rotation here going, and we do get the Satyr, so we're a little bit fortunate in that regard. So we're going to hit level 2 here, and the reason why it's really good to get Satyrs or Wolves at level 2 is because, I'm going to speed it up a little bit here, is because you're actually going to be able to stack one extra time at the high level camp. As you can see, I use a lot of resources here just to kill the medium camp one more time through my Firefly, and it's going to make it so that I'm unable to stack the both high level camps. This means I'm only able to stack one high level camp, and you're going to kind of get what I mean by that. As you can see, I've already sent my bottle over, and I'm going to just be bottle crowing back and forth, and I'm going to speed it up a little bit. As you can see, I'm going to go back here and finish off any creeps that I've left in the medium camp, just using sticky napalm and auto attacks. And I'm going to head back here, and this is where it gets kind of cool. We're going to use Firefly and just kind of dip into the high level camp, and we're going to head on over to the second high level camp, and we're going to auto attack that at 52 seconds. You want to initially use Firefly at the 43-second mark or so. So as you can see, it kind of persists there, and the creeps, well, they walk back into the camp, and since the Firefly is there, they'll re-aggro back onto you. So it's a pretty cool mechanic. As you can see, I'm constantly bottle crowing the entire time. So let's go to player perspective here, and now I'm just going to, whoops, before I do that, click the hero. I'm going to just start jungling this at this point. What you want to do is immediately start stickying and fireflying as soon as you get around 10 charges, or when the time hits 43 seconds, I should say. So you want to get as many stacks onto this camp as possible, because you want to deal as much damage to it, and then immediately head on over to the second high level camp to stack it. It sounds really confusing, but once you see me do it, you'll kind of understand. So I'm just going to be stacking this camp with stickies as much as I can, and once it hits the 343 mark, I'm going to fly into the camp and stack it much like I did earlier, just dropping sticky napalms to make sure that I'm able to kill the camp. So I'm going to auto attack this camp at the 352 mark, and speed it up a little bit. As you can see, the creeps are going to walk back, and it's going to stack the camp one more time because they walk back towards me, because the Firefly persists in the jungle camp. So we get an extra stack off there. And at this point, you're just going to want to constantly sticky napalm and Firefly at every opportunity that you can get, because now we have sufficient levels in sticky napalm and Firefly that we don't really have to worry about getting too many stacks of sticky napalm off. So you're going to want to try to kill this camp as fast as possible, and then we're going to immediately head on over to the high level camp. And a very important thing that I cannot stress is always bottle crow. Always keep tabs on your courier when it goes back to base, and it gets a little bit difficult to do that, but once you can manage to do that, this becomes really easy to jungle. So we're just going to drop some sticky napalms, and this time we're going to actually head on over to the medium camp. Once again, if you get golems here, it's going to slow you down a little bit, but it shouldn't be too much of a deterrent to the jungling speed. So once again, just going to stack the high level camp every opportunity that we get, and constantly bottle crowing. As you can, earlier you saw me try to go into the small camp. Sometimes if you get the kobold warriors or something like that are easier to take down, you can kind of dip into the small camp and get that as well. But the ghosts are a little bit tanky, so I opted not to do them. So I go on over here. I got golems, as you can see. So it actually it's slowing me down a little bit, but it's not too bad. As you can see, you know, if you get really lucky, you can get an extremely quick blink dagger, maybe even like 7 minutes 30 seconds. So as you can see, this is not a perfect run by any means. And I'm actually pretty glad that I got a run like this, because it doesn't show you the full potential of the run, but it shows you that you can still get Blink Dagger at a very extremely quick speed, along with other items such as Bottle, Boots, and your own Courier, which you can opt to upgrade and just continuously Bottle Crow throughout the game if you want to do that. So, as you can see, we're just going to head on over to the medium camp once again, and then we're going to stack the high level camp one more time. I'm going to fast forward a little bit more. We're going to stack the camp one more time. And something important to note about the high level camp here is you want to get really close to the trees and then auto attack the camps. I'm pretty lucky that I'm getting Troll Warlords, but if you get the tomato and the potato here, you're going to have to hug the trees very closely, and then you're going to have to auto attack the camp. And since you have Firefly, it's nice because it cuts these trees down in this area, so you can actually get into auto attack range, as Batrider has really low auto attack range. So once again, just stacking the camp, and you get your Blink Dagger at 8 minutes and 20 seconds, Boots, Bottle, and your own Courier. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and even though his jungling speed has been nerfed slightly, you can see it's still very fun to jungle Batrider, and he's still quite proficient in the jungle. So until next time, GG, and I hope you guys enjoyed.